Now to a Global News exclusive. We've uncovered a key document, a government document that sheds new light on Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's trip to India nearly 2 years ago. He went there to strengthen Canada-India relations. It turned into a diplomatic disaster. He was criticized for everything from what he wore to the guest list. Our chief political correspondent David Akin obtained the document. David, what are we learning about the visit?
Well, Donna, it took Global News nearly 2 years to obtain this, a 300-page briefing book prepared for then Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland as she accompanied the Prime Minister on his India trip. Now, some sections have been blacked out by government censors, but there is much that is coming to light for the first time. Throughout the briefing book, there is a sense of hope, of optimism that the Trudeau government could take the relationship to new heights. This visit, the book says, has the potential to reflect a genuine turning point in the Canada-India relationship. Well, it was a turning point, all right, turned in the wrong direction.
Absolutely. It was a turning point towards a much worse situation between the two countries.
In Canada and in India. The trip flopped amid snickers at elaborate Trudeau photo ops and clothing changes. One planned photo op could have been a doozy. Trudeau, his wife Sophie, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi had planned a joint hour-long yoga session in front of the cameras. That photo op was cancelled before Trudeau left Canada. But India experts say Canadian planners seemed not to have had a clear objective for the trip.
They haven't gone in with a plan per se. There's no ask of India and there's no offer for India, and that in itself has been the challenge.
To me, it reflects the absence of a larger, deeper strategic agenda.
But to the Indian government, the trip was a dud for a much more serious reason. The Trudeau government was not seen as taking Indian concerns about Sikh terrorism seriously.
And of course, almost literally blew up at the final High Commissioner's event with a convicted would-be assassin that was somehow on the guest list for this reception at Canada House, and it couldn't have possibly played worse.
And yet the bureaucrats who wrote Freeland's briefing book warned time and again that she and Trudeau must, quote, clarify Canada's position with respect to perceptions of Sikh extremism in Canada to reset bilateral relations on a new footing. That 2018 India trip, though, failed to reset relations, and now, 2 years later, a frozen relationship is just beginning to thaw.